Ever heard of the dark web or hidden digital marketplaces? Most people think they're just places for illicit trade, havens for shadowy figures dealing in secrets and forbidden goods. But what if I told you there's another layer to that digital underground? Not about buying stolen data, but about acquiring the tools for a hunt far more significant. A hunt for the very fragments of shattered reality. These tools, according to a growing network of quantum seekers, are the keys to unlocking the digital cage built around us. They are the first step in a treasure hunt that doesn't lead to gold, but to something infinitely more valuable. Pieces of other timelines. So, you want to join the hunt? Forget what you know about treasure maps and dusty attics. This is a modern-day quest, and your tools are as advanced as the mystery itself. The first thing you'll need is a specialized drone, but not just any off-the-shelf model. We're talking about drones modified with custom firmware, equipped with high-gain antennas and spectrum analyzers. You can find kits and pre-built models on certain Amazon storefronts, listed innocuously as long-range Wi-Fi testers or RF signal analysis drones. These aren't for taking pretty pictures, they're for sniffing out the faint quantum signatures that bleed into our world. The second piece of your kit is a portable hacking device, something that looks like a retro gaming console. Think devices like the Flipper Zero or custom-built Raspberry Pi rigs sold as pen-testing tools or developer gadgets. These aren't for playing games, they're for interfacing with the quantum anomalies once you find them. They can analyze strange code, spoof signals, and bypass the digital locks placed on these reality fragments. With your gear ready, the hunt begins in the heart of our cities, in the places where digital and physical worlds collide with the most intensity. You're not looking for physical objects, but for spikes in quantum interference. Deploy your drone over dense urban areas, especially financial districts, tech campuses, and major transportation hubs. These locations are saturated with a complex web of overlapping signals. Cellular networks, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, satellite communications. It's within this digital noise that the quantum echoes hide. Your drone's spectrum analyzer will be your guide. You're looking for aberrations, for signals that defy known physics. A frequency that flickers in and out of existence. A data packet that has no origin point. Or a Wi-Fi network that uses an encryption standard that technically shouldn't exist yet. These are the breadcrumbs. These are the signs that a quantum treasure is near. Once your drone pinpoints a hotspot, it's time to go boots on the ground with your hacking device. The signal might lead you to an old, forgotten server room in the basement of a skyscraper, a decommissioned cell tower, or even a specific smart billboard displaying seemingly normal advertisements. The true treasures, however, are often hidden in the most mundane places, within the code of our favorite video games and the firmware of our everyday electronics. Boot up that open-world RPG you've spent hundreds of hours in, using your device. Scan the game's memory while you play. You're not looking for a glitch or a bug in the traditional sense. You're looking for a file that has no function, an AI routine that behaves with an impossible level of self-awareness, or a texture map for a location that doesn't exist within the game's world. It could be an echo of a version of the game that was developed in another timeline. Similarly, scan the firmware of your smart TV or your router. You might find a subroutine that listens for a command language that hasn't been invented, or a network protocol that seems to communicate with an unseen, parallel internet. These aren't programming errors. They are the quantum relics, tucked away where no one would ever think to look. So what happens when you finally capture one? When your hacking tool confirms you've isolated a genuine quantum relic? The experience is different for everyone, but it is always profound. It's not like finding a legendary sword in a game. It's like the game itself suddenly becomes aware of you. The moment you secure the relic, be it a fragment of code, a ghost signal, or an impossible data file, you'll feel it. A subtle shift in the world around you. For a fleeting moment, the air might hum with a strange energy, or you might see a flicker in your peripheral vision, like a glitch in a video feed. The digital relic you've captured is a key. It's a tiny piece of a different reality, and for an instant, it resonates with our own. When activated on your device, it might show you a glimpse of what could have been. A news report from a world where history took a different turn. A piece of music composed with notes that don't exist in our scale. or a blueprint for a technology that runs on principles we have yet to discover. But be warned, these treasures are not just passive curiosities. They are active fragments of a shattered universe, and they were hidden for a reason. Holding one is like holding a magnet next to a compass. It can disrupt the delicate balance of your own reality. Some hunters report experiencing vivid dreams of other lives, or moments of intense déjà vu that feel more like memories. Others find that their own digital devices begin to behave erratically, showing them information from timelines they've glimpsed. The architects of this containment protocol, the ones who wove these anomalies into our digital fabric, are still out there. They have automated systems, digital sentinels that watch for this kind of activity. Finding a quantum treasure puts you on their radar. They don't want these fragments found. They don't want reality to be reassembled. But they underestimated the relentless curiosity of the explorer. They underestimated our need to know the truth, not